Morsame here. I want to tell you guys about my story today that made me the person I am. So life has not really been easy from the start. I was born in a refugee camp in Kenya, the Dab refugee camp. So I faced a lot of struggles and discriminations just because I'm a little person or I am a person short in stature. So it tracks back 2008 when I realized that I was not growing at the same pace as my peers. So I had this friend of mine who we were born at the same time, but like by 2008, when we were at the same, I think, school going time, he was almost twice my height. So I was like, this guy is older than me. So it happened that the realization of going to school came to me, and then I have talked to my dad. I'm like, Dad, I want to go to school. And my dad is like, no, my son, it's like, it's not safe out there. If you go out, you get bullied because you're like a little person. I understand where he was coming from by then, but that was not what I wanted to hear, because others are going to school, my age mates are going to school, I want to go to school. Why am I like in this small compound? I'm never gonna go out. If I want to buy something from outside, someone else has to get it for me and not for myself. So all that, and then one day I decided to disobey my dad, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to school on my own. I'm gonna enroll myself. So I go with one of my friends, and then we went to the school. I wanted to enroll in nursery school. And then when we go to the school gate, and the headmaster by then, he was like when he saw us, because my friend is twice as tall as I am, but we are of the same height, of the same age, I mean. And then the headmaster says, like, he tells my friend, you go. He gets into the school, but he tells me, you're still small. You don't have to go to school now. He returns me back home. I was like, what have I done? So fortunately, the same year, what happened was like one of our good friends of my dad was a teacher in the same school, and he was like, he came with the idea of taking me to school. But my dad was like, if you take my son to school, who is gonna like protect him? He's gonna face bullies. He's gonna be beaten by kids. So this teacher assured him that I'm gonna get like a safe room whereby I will be joining my colleagues, like people of different kinds of disabilities. Some were visually impaired, some were like they had hearing impairments. Yeah, so I accepted the offer. I went to school. That's how my journey started. I did pretty well in that isolated class, but in the big school compound. So the problems did not stop there, because like the kids were curious, like, who are these guys that are isolated in this room? They want to see what's happening in this small room. And then they were like, they will crowd around our classes during break times or lunch times. So we had to wait like for 30 minutes before they cleared the compound so that we could leave like for our lunch. It wasn't easy because they called us names. I was called a monkey when I was like that age by some kids. So I was like,
what did that feel like?
It was really painful. Yeah, I didn't even have enough mental capacity to process it at that time, because I was also a kid. It stuck with me for a long time, but today I'm here. So yeah, it was really hurtful, and I didn't appreciate that. So I didn't give up on that, because I was like, if I give up and I was one of the students selected, when I joined that school, and then the environment, very conducive, nobody reminds me that I'm a short or little guy, nobody mocks me. I even forgot that I was a little guy. So I found myself again in that environment, started working hard from like, I think in Kenya they use, in the primary, they use out of 500, that's the maximum point you can get. When I was in the camp, I was getting 190 out of the possible 500. When I joined this new school, I found myself, my performance started to shoot drastically up, and then I was like, until I could hit 400 out of the possible 500. So that shows me I wasn't stupid. Yeah, so then, yeah, this is me. I did my primary school national examinations. I did very well. got admitted to high school, very good high school in Kisumu. It's called Kisumu Boys. Also did very well in my national secondary school examination. Not one of the top student in where I was once bullied. So when I compared my results to the students who we schooled with, I was the top student in that camp then. Yeah, that got me a scholarship that brought me to Canada now. Yeah, it's like they offer a scholarship to the top students in that region. Like they give them full scholarship. They take you to a university of your choice in Canada. Yeah, and yeah, I got that scholarship. I got lucky. I was placed at McGill University, which is one of the top universities in Canada. And then yeah, I started to realize that if I gave up when they laughed at me, called me names today, I wouldn't have been at McGill, working in the great halls of McGill. So yeah, and then that's now when I decided when I got to McGill that I have to go and put myself out there so that people who were like me, who are still facing that situation that I once faced, have to see like they don't have to give up. Like where they start doesn't have to define where they will be at the end. So, and today I'm here finally after consistently being in social media, advocating for mental health, overcoming social anxiety, overcoming the judgment of people and by others, and what others say about us. It got me to Camp Denman. I was lucky to be one of the creators selected for this program, Camp Denman, and I'm glad that I'm giving my story here today. And I'm assuring you this is not the end. It's just the beginning of many more great things that are to come.
I love your positive attitude, Warsami. It's contagious. You
Yes.
can tell that you have most people that are as positive through in life have gone through something really struggling and really tough. What would you say was the difference at that new school that you went to? How did that new school change you?
So the biggest difference was the environment. Like if the environment reminds us of our negative things, for example, let's say I have a negative view of myself today, and my environment constantly reminds me of that negative view of myself, it affects my self-esteem, and then I will be like, okay, I will self-sabotage myself. I'm like, oh, after all, I'm not even worthy living, I cannot do anything because I am this. But when I went to that new environment that accepted me for who I was, so no one to remind me that I'm a short guy, nobody to call me names. So you forget about that negative side of you, and then you realize that you are really like a human being with great potential who can do a lot of good things with life. And then that is, I think, yeah, the change was the environment, the positive environment helps us grow and makes us realize our dreams. The negative one takes us away our dreams from us.
Do you think that your father was trying to protect you?
I mean, I understood where he was coming from by then, yeah, because he didn't want to feel hurt because his kid is like bullied, his kid is like beaten by other kids outside. I know he meant good for me.
Are you close with your family?
Yes, I'm close with them now.
When was the last time you saw them?
Oh, it was 3.5 years, but I video called them all the time, yeah. Yeah.
How do they feel about where you've come?
They are really proud of me, and they really tell me every morning, do what you are doing even better. So, yeah.
What are you studying at McGill?
I'm studying pharmacology as a major and also doing psychology as a minor.
Pharmacology? So
Yes.
A pharmacist.
Something like that,
Wow,
like
so a doctor.
in the making.
Wow, amazing.
So yeah.
What made you want to do that?
I was always a science person. I was science oriented. I used to like biology and chemistry. And then when I got accepted to McGill, I was offered biomedical and life sciences, and pharmacology was one of them. So my love for chemistry and biology took me there. And then, yeah, I want to deal with the drugs now.
And then the psychology behind it.
The psychology, I really like understanding people. And that's, I think, one of the reasons like why now I can see someone and I'm like, when they say something negative about me, and I'm like, okay, that one doesn't have to do anything with me. If anything, it has to do something with their
Yeah,
lives,
I
not
was
me.
gonna say, what do you think makes a bully bully?
Bully is like, maybe they have, I don't know, I'm like, I can't call them psychopaths. It's gonna be harsh, but like there is something in them. They have like their life, maybe there's something messy, and then they want to project on another person. And them, it's like they want to bring someone down to feel better. I think, yeah.
What would you say to someone who's being bullied right now in school, just like you were? If you could talk to another child that was just like you,
Yeah,
what would you say to them?
I'm gonna say, do not give up. Whatever anyone says does not define you. That does not define your capabilities. You are better than that. You are stronger than you think. So do not prove them right. Instead, you have to prove them wrong by doing the opposite of whatever they say. If they say, give up on life, you're cooked, like there's nothing for you, just try to prove them wrong by doing the opposite. Work on your self esteem, make yourself happy, go out there, put yourself out there, work on your like self image, and then yeah, you're gonna be. It helps a lot.
What's next for you after school? What's your vision for the next 5 years?
Oh, I want to do after I'm done. I'm now working on a major project. I'm developing an NGO for like little people in my home country, and like
What's an NGO?
like non-government. I don't know.
Non-government?
Yeah, organization,
Okay,
non-government
non-government organization. I just don't
organization.
know.
Yes, it's non-governmental organizations, also non-profit. So it helps the little people in my country and my hometown, like the assistance they deserved and never got. Yeah, I'm working on it. It's like at the early stages now. It's called Rise Beyond Height. Yeah, I hope it goes. It takes a good direction. So I'm also planning to do a 2-year master's in psychopharmacology, intersection between psychology and pharmacology. I'm also like dealing with psychotic drugs, drugs for mental health, and those kind of things.
Psychedelics, fun things, yeah?
Yes.
Do you, I mean, totally side note, do you believe in those having a benefit for healing or psychological, like these pharmaceuticals that are more on the psychedelic side? What's your opinion on those?
I mean, there is a lot to go. There's a lot of politics also in, but I think yeah, any scientists, any pure science means good for the people. Like when we put the politics aside, I think yeah, they are.
What, other than your nonprofit and finishing school, what other goals do you have for your life, your personal life? What do you want to be better at? What do you want for your life?
I want to be someone who impacts lives, like impacts lives in many ways. It can be, you can be dealing with anything, and then I want to show people that it can be, like it's possible to move from like zero to hero, like kind of mentality. Whatever you are struggling with today, it's possible. Like you can move from there to the person you want to be in life. Because just imagine, it moved me from a refugee camp into one of the best universities in Canada, just because I believed and I trusted the process.
Do you have a daily routine or ritual that you do to keep yourself positive?
Yes, so I try to protect my self-image. Every morning I look into a mirror and I'm like, I'm a great person. I've come from far. And like if I meet anything outside today that wants to threaten my self-worth, I'm not gonna accept that. So yeah, I try to be positive about life most of the time. And I try to be easy with myself when things don't go the way I want it. Everything happens for for a reason, I mean. So whatever that doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah.
How do you want the world to be different because you have lived?
I really want the world to be understanding and accommodating, and just like people to mind their own business. Please, like, just do what brought you there. Stop interfering with someone else's life. Like, we can coexist in a world where there is like minimal, if not zero, discrimination based on anything, height, gender, identity, any kind. Like, it doesn't cost a lot to mind your own business.
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say
Just
anything
keep
at
quiet.
all.
So yeah.
Wonderful. Well, is there anything else you think you want to share? Do you want to share like where people can find you, or like what your next project, like short little thing is, like your next thing?
Yes, let me talk of what brought me here. My brand, Short King Wasame. That's how I call myself in my social media platforms. I use TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, of course. So I go by Short King Wasame. That's why you can find most of my videos. I'm a funny guy, I bet. I will make you laugh and smile. So yeah, you can follow me on my social media platforms, Short King Wasame.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so
Thanks so
much.
much.